again, everybody, from the University of Dayton Arena. Mike Hartsock alongside Derek Dukes as the Flyers get ready for game number 2 of the season. Now, you hope to make improvements from game 1 to game 2. The Flyers got a win in the opener, but it was right down to the wire, Derek.
Mike, you're absolutely right. The Flyers narrowly escaped with a 1-point win. They played some good basketball on the offensive side of the court and had a couple career highs from a couple players. Deshaun Pierre, career high 24 points, and Kyrie Price, a career high 17 points. You talk about improvement. Where they'll need to improve is on the defensive side of the basketball. The Red Flashes, they have some terrific guards, and the Flyers need to do a better job of keeping them out of the lane if they're going to pick up their second win of the season.
All right, St. Francis is coming off their first win of the season. On Monday night, they took down Navy at home. Before we get to the opening tip-off, though, let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. Okay, let's look at them this way. The Flyers will go with the same starting lineup that Archie Miller used in the opener. Kyrie Price, V. Sanford, Matt Cavanaugh, Deshaun Pierre, and Devin Oliver, the 6'7" senior captain. Rob Trimmel is the head coach in his second season for the Red Flash out of St. Francis in Pennsylvania. Malik Harmon and Ben Milo-Meunier are the two guards. Actually, they play 3 guards. Ollie Jackson, a 6'3" junior out of Dallas, Texas. Earl Brown is one of the 2 big men in the lineup, along with Steph Mosley. So those are your lineups coming in tonight. And Derek, the Red Flash featuring a couple of Southwestern Ohio guys. Ronnie Drennan, who played his high school basketball out at Greenview High School in Jamestown. Ronnie should see a lot of action. And then they've got a young man from Cincinnati, from Westchester, went to Moeller, Patrick Rencher. He's a 6'6" freshman. He won't see as much time.
Yeah, 2 local kids. One will play, as you said, quite a bit. The other, not so much. But the individual to keep an eye on tonight, Mike, is Earl Brown. Terrific guard. Plays on the perimeter, but also can play inside. 11 points, 9 rebounds in their win over Navy. Keep an eye on him tonight and how Dayton defends him.
Yeah, you look at what came out of the opener, and a comeback there in the final couple of minutes that was capped off by Jordan Seibert's shot. This is a team that, when you came into that game, okay, the Flyers were an 18-point favorite. They were supposed to win easily. They didn't. What do you learn from that coming into the night?
Well, you learn that you can't underestimate any team. When you're supposed to win big, you still have to play the game. And the team they played, IPFW, was a very experienced team. This team tonight is very young, but they're very talented. So Dayton they can fall into another trap, but this is a rebound game for Dayton. Show the difference in skill set between St. Francis and UD.
One of the things everybody's going to keep an eye on for the first, month of the season is this new officials, the new emphasis that officials are having with the charge block call, the hand checking, and the body down low. It's going to be interesting because I was here at the Finley game when they called 70 fouls. After that, I've seen a much better flow of play from the referees. So I think there's a fine line there to what they're going to call and what they're going to let go.
Yeah, Mike, I think really there have been adjustments on both sides, the officials and the players. They understand that the hand checking and the arm bars, the whole freedom of movement, that's going to be the difference this year. So they're making the adjustment, and the officials understand they have to have allow a little bit of rough play. But to your point, the Finley game, 96 free throws. Hopefully we won't see that tonight. Let's see a consistent flow and good stream of basketball tonight.
But if you watch enough college basketball, I was watching last night from Chicago, and the 1, 2, 4, and 5 teams in the country, they were calling a lot of that stuff last night too.
Yeah, they really was, especially in the first half. So they established the play in the first half, then allowed the kids to play a little bit more aggressive in the second half. But let's see what we have on tap tonight.
Those officials are Ray Perrone, Bill McCarthy, and Gary Prager tonight. Flyers dressed in their home whites, trimmed in red and a little bit of blue in there. The Red Flash from St. Francis are in their road red, trimmed in white. Sit back and relax and watch Dayton Flyer basketball here on 7 Weather Now, digital channel 7.2. Glad to have you with us. Mike Hartsock along with Derek Dukes as we get things going. Tip out of bounds, and the Flyers will control it.
Well, Mike, St. Francis has a very small team, You'll probably see some zone tonight. Two guys, 6'6", and Dayton had a discernible height difference.
Devin Oliver just backs his way in and puts it up on the rim, and it falls through.
That's where Dayton's going to really focus tonight, getting the ball down low and on the block and take advantage of their height variance, get some easy baskets.
And the one thing I thought we saw there that we didn't see the other day was patience from the guys down low. Don't have to go in 2 seconds and score. You can take a little bit of time.
That's an item they worked on in practice yesterday, being very patient when you get the ball in the post. Allow the defense to move and then go to the rim.
Patience that time by Kavanaugh. He kicks it back out. Sanford comes up high. Matt gives it off to Devin Oliver. Tries to take his man off the dribble. Now backs in. Leans and can't get it to go. The rebound out there to the Red Flash.
Like the other area that Dayton worked on in practice the last couple days is transition defense, getting back and protecting the basket.
Earl Brown out front. Sets it up to the point guard, Malik Harmon. He has it stripped away down the lane. Here come the Flyers out with it. Sanford scoops and doesn't get it. It's tipped up and in by Devin Oliver.
Well, great job, Devin Oliver, running the court, following the missed shot with the easy tip in. Great pursuit of the basketball by Devin Oliver.
Harmon with the ball outside. Kari Price is right there with him. Malo Meunier.
You see a lot of movement from the St. Francis team. They do a great job of spacing and being active without the basketball.
Almost another steal. Shot clock way down, and Malo Meunier threw one up as the Flyer student section got him to shoot it a little bit too early. And Dayton comes back the other way, leading 4-0. Looking for Kavanaugh posting up inside. Swinging around to the left side of the court. Pierre. He'll do the same. Down low, leaves it short. And the rebound comes out to the Red Flash.
Like at this point, the Flyers have taken 3 shots. All 3 shots have come in the paint.
Tough shot there. As Earl Brown was looking to pass, and there's a steal coming in transition. Earl Brown back on the other end, misses the dunk, gets his own rebound, puts it back up and in.
Earl Brown. Well, good pursuit of the basketball by Brown. Missed the dunk. May have been blocked a bit by Devin Oliver, but stays with it and comes up with the rebound and lay in.
Deshaun Pierre down low. Oliver going to try his luck again and bounces it right off a defender. And the Red Flash coming away with it.
Well, 2 consecutive turnovers by the Flyers. Just being a little bit cavalier with the basketball.
Malik Harmon takes it to the basket and the foul.
Basket by Malik.
Oh, Mike, we see early on here another same issue the Flyers had on Saturday afternoon is perimeter defense, allowing the point guards and the other guards on the court to get into the teeth of the defense and create plays.
Jordan Seibert into the game for the first time, along with Devin Scott for the Flyers.
You talk with Coach Archie Miller. He talks about Dayton's has to do a better job of making perimeter shots, or perimeter defense, that is.
Free throw up and in. And Dayton trails 5-4 after scoring the first 4. St. Francis on a roll of their own. Kick it in the corner. Oliver up top. Seibert takes his man off the dribble. 15 left on the shot clock for the Flyers. Oliver for 3. Devin Oliver's got all 7 Dayton points.
Well, Devin Oliver came last year, shot 28% from the 3, worked quite a bit over the summer on shooting the basketball from the perimeter, and shot that last 3 with a lot of confidence and able to get it to go down.
Malik Harmon triple teamed, and that's goaltending called on Devin Scott. Going to give the basket to Earl Brown, his second of the night. And we're tied at 7. Here's Scoochie Smith in the lineup for the first time. Your impressions of Scoochie Smith, the young freshman point guard?
Well, learning on the job. That's one of the toughest transitions to make. Coming from a star point guard in high school where you have a bit of an advantage over all the other guards, and then coming into college and learning all the nuances of being a college point guard. I really think he could be a good one.
Up top, that's Jordan Seibert. Gets a screen. Double team, then Devin Oliver kicks it. Seibert Down the lane, scoops and scores.
Well, talking about being a good one, Cyber very patient and deliberate in catching the basketball. Great ball fake and step through for the lay-in.
Harmon gives it up. Steph Mosley outside. Down the lane, Harmon misfires. Rebound comes down to Scott. Only one opportunity for the Red Flash. Scoochie Smith backing his way down. Bad pass that time, but the Flyers able to come out with it. Good hustle by Devin Scott. Spin move inside, and how about that?
Oh, Jordan Cyber, very smooth, silky smooth with the basketball. Terrific spin move. Makes the contact, spins to the basket, and gets the easy lay-in.
Flyers go up by 4, 11-7 our score. Earl Brown backing his way down. Cut off and throws it away.
That's a nice defensive possession by Dayton.
Timeout on the floor with 14:57 left. Our score, the Dayton Flyers 11, St. Francis 7. Yeah. Not sure who the heck Scoochie was throwing that pass to.
That's the thing. He's a little out of control.
No replay on the break. Here's trivia time. I've got Ted, here is your trivia question. The St. Francis Red Flash are members of which conference? Your choices are A, Ohio Valley, B, Northeast.
Second, we're going to go Oliver three-pointer.
Or D, Sunbelt. Ted, what is your
Oliver
answer?
three-pointer replay.
Great.
Ted went B on a guess. What? And that is correct, Ted. You get a free pizza courtesy of Donato's Pizza. Congratulations.
Come on, yo, DJ, turn it up.
Welcome back to the University of Dayton Arena. 14:57 left to play in the first half. The Flyers up 11-7, Derek, thanks to that guy, Devin Oliver.
Well, Devin Oliver last year shot 28% from three-point range. Really didn't shoot the ball with a lot of confidence. Spent a great deal of time over the summer improving his shot. And you saw in that last possession, it's paid off, him knocking down the three.
How about this guy? 225 now, came in here about 175 when he was a freshman.
Yeah, put on a lot of weight, and most of that is just pure strength and bulk. So Dayton does a nice job in their conditioning and strength program.
Flyers go down low to Devin Scott, and Steph Mosley called for holding.
That's on number 21, Stephon Mosley, his first team's
Both
first.
teams now with only one foul, one team foul so far. Here in the early going, it'll be Deshaun Pierre to trigger in. Now he's posting up. That's Deshaun with the ball, looking and then kicking back outside. Down low, Pierre. Gonna back his way in, scoop it, miss it, gets his own rebound, and gets fouled. Good hustle that time by Deshaun Pierre. And I tell you, Deshaun Pierre in a year's time has made a world of difference.
Leaps and bounds, Mike. I mean, you saw the potential last year, especially in the second half of the season. And this year he's really picked up from where he left off. But I think Deshaun Pierre has the opportunity this year to be an all-conference player in the A-10.
His first point of the night from the free throw line. Ronnie Drennan in the game for the first time, the pride of Jamestown and Greenview High School. He's number 40. 2 free throws made by Deshaun Pierre.
Flyers for Deshaun Pierre.
And the Flyers go up by 6.
Well, this is where Dayton's going to push up their offense or defense, a little full court defense.
Kendall Pollard also in for the first time. So the Flyers with a couple of freshmen in Pollard and Scoochie Smith at the same time.
This is where they really look to push the tempo get you out of your offense.
Harmon drives, misses. Pollard's got the rebound, and he threw it away. And numbers coming on the other end. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with St. Francis. Pollard left his feet that time after he got the rebound. Came out with one dribble, then left his feet and had nowhere to go with it.
Yeah, Scoochie Smith, you have to understand as a point guard, you got to go to your big man and get the ball.
Flyers set up in the man-to-man. Ollie Jackson out front. Now they go down low. Earl Brown winds up for the dunk, but gets it knocked back at him. And here comes Dayton. Oliver thought about three, nobody with him. Down low instead, and the spin up and in by Devin Scott.
Well, great assist by Devin Oliver. Dribbled to the basket, created the double team, and nice find Scott with the easy lay-in.
Smith out front. On the defensive end. Inside, Malo Meunier misses the shot. The rebound comes down to Devin Scott. Devin working the boards hard so far tonight. Up to Scoochie Smith. Nice crossover dribble, and that's what you're going to see. That's a hand check. Used to be that was legal, but not anymore.
Can't impede the advancement to the basket by the player. You saw the hand check, and this year that's an instant foul.
Used to not be that way, but it is anymore. Matt Cavanaugh back in the lineup for the Flyers, who have Scoochie Smith, Matt Cavanaugh, Devin Oliver, Jordan Seibert, and Kendall Pollard in there right now. Backdoor feed, bad pass by Seibert, goes out of bounds.
Well, just a poor decision by Jordan Seibert. Actually, a little bit of an opening there, just a poor pass, not a good angle.
15-7, Flyers in front with 13:06 left to play in the first half here from the UD Arena. Second game of the season, and that's a hand check called on Scoochie Smith. So turnabout fair play.
Well, you mentioned it, Mike, from the outset that may see some touch and go fouls tonight.
Yeah.
Thus far. I think,
and you know, the hand check to me isn't the interesting rule. It's the block charge now, because that secondary defender has to be set before you pick your dribble up as you're driving to the basket. Used to be when you left your feet.
Exactly.
Now it's before you pick your dribble up.
Yeah, so it puts even more pressure on the officials to make that call at game speed. So
Malo Meunier penetrates, goes to Drennan, kick it back outside. Malo Meunier for three. Bounces away and loose on the floor. Jalen Robinson almost had it, but it goes right to Ronnie Drennan, who gets his first points of the night.
Well, Drennan just happened to be under the basket, didn't retreat because the rebound wasn't secured, and able to get the pass and the lay-in. Ronnie
Drennan, of course, played here in high school, played tournament games here in high school with Greenview. Inside, slapped away again. Cavanaugh has it knocked out of his hands. 2-on-1, and Earl Brown missed the easy deuce, but Drennan gets fouled, and it's going to be free throws coming for St. Francis. That foul is going to be on Kyle Davis, his first.
The Flyers thus far tonight, Mike, are having the same challenge they had on Saturday afternoon, turning the basketball over. They now have 5 turnovers on the game. And St. Francis have been able to take advantage of them with easy lay-ins and also free throws.
Ronnie Drennan misses the first one. He'll have one more. Dominic Major comes in for Malo Meunier for St. Francis. 15-9 is our score. Flyers on top as Drennan missed a pair. Coming up on the 12-minute mark left to play in the first half. Outside, Scoochie Smith penetrates. Now they go down low and thrown away.
That's 6th turnover of the game for the Flyers. Just a poor pass by Robertson.
And another timeout on the floor with 11 minutes and 53 seconds left to play here from the University of Dayton Arena. Our score, Dayton 15, St. Francis with 9. Welcome back to the University of Dayton Arena, where the Flyers lead St. Francis 15-9, and Dayton really kind of doing it on both ends right now, as Devin Scott's giving them a big lift in the first half.
Well, Devin Scott has done a terrific job, not only this year, but also last season, coming off the bench and providing Dayton with a defensive presence. You saw the block and then the lay-in. Devin Scott giving the Dayton Flyers some production off the bench.
Flyers with Kari Price, Kyle Davis at the guard positions, Pollard, Jalen Robinson, and Kavanaugh inside. Step back jumper fired up and in by Dominique Major. That's a three-pointer and cuts it to a three-point game.
Well, Major with the great ball fake of the freshman. Davis goes for the ball fake, and Major able to get the shot to go down.
Down low, backing his way in is Jalen Robinson, and can't get it off, but the rebound for Kavanaugh, and he's going to try it again, doesn't get this one, and the foul called on Kavanaugh that time.
Well, Kavanaugh missed 2 point-blank range shots. Pursued the basketball, great aggressiveness in pursuit, but just not able to get it to go down.
Archie Miller not real sure about that call, as he got his hands to his side, wondering how you call a foul on Kavanaugh. 15-12, Flyers on top.
Dayton needs a defensive stop on this possession here. We're seeing a lot of dribble drive penetration by St. Francis.
Flyers' largest lead is 8 so far. Loose on the floor. Kyle Davis picks it up. He's 1-on-2. Basket and a foul. They give him a little continuation there, and Kyle Davis says, I'll take it.
A little NBA continuation, in fact. Kyle Davis comes up with the steal, gets into the passing lane.
Greg Brown, his first team's
takes the bump, absorbs the hit, and then lays it in with his left hand. I think it's the freshman's first basket of his career.
Kyle Davis, he missed the free throw. Pretty bad, but 17-12. Flyers in front. Up top, Earl Brown. He gives it off now to Ollie Jackson. Curling off a screen and resetting the offense is Greg Brown. So you've got Ollie Brown and Greg Brown in. Ronnie Drennan for 3. Ronnie Drennan has scored 5.
We see Drennan showing his versatility. His first made basket was down low with the lay-in. In that possession, he knocks down the open 3.
2-point game down low, and a foul called inside. They're going to get Earl Brown. Nope. Check that. Ollie Jackson picks up the foul.
Right. Thus far this evening, we haven't seen Dayton with 2 consecutive stops.
And Kyle Davis.
Only up 2 points on a team that has a lot less height and depth.
Flyers inbound. Comes into Robinson, up top to Price. Kari gives it off. Dayton running the offense in the half court. Deshaun Pierre came in during that last dead ball. Nice spin move. Robinson can't get it to go, and a foul down low. And it's going to be another foul on the Flyers.
I believe that's Matt Kavanaugh, and that would be his second foul here in the first half.
Devin Scott in for Matt Kavanaugh.
Kavanaugh's going to have to take a seat. Devin Scott and Devin Oliver back in. Jalen Robinson goes out along with Kavanaugh. 10:05 left to play. You know, usually when you get your second personal foul, you're done for the first half. But sometimes with this foul situation, it can be a little bit tougher than that.
And especially with the Flyers. They have a lot of depth at the 4 and 5 spot. At least 4 or 5 guys on the team that can fill that void.
Malik Harmon tried to scoop and score through. Devin Oliver avoids the steal and gets it back outside. Sanford. Devin Scott. And a charging foul called on Devin Scott. Offensive foul.
Scott, his first team.
That's
6.
the first on Devin Scott. So the Flyers kind of out of sync in a flow right now.
And give credit to St. Francis because they continue to keep Dayton off balance on the offensive side of the basketball, showing them a couple different defenses and being very deliberate and staying in front of the basketball.
2-point game right now. Flyers on top. Ollie Brown outside, being hounded by Devin Oliver. Shot clock down to 13 for the Red Flash. Off the dribble, pull-up jumper is short. Offensive rebound again by the smaller St. Francis team. They'll get a new shot clock, and they've got the lead as Malik Harmon nails a 3. He's got 6. It's a 1-point St. Francis lead.
Well, Dayton not able to secure the rebound. That cost them a big 3.
Almost thrown away as Kari Price had to go way up to get that one. Oliver wide open inside, and another missed point-blank look, that time by Devin Scott. Here comes St. Francis with the lead in the ball. Harmon again. Down low, Drennan loses it out of bounds.
Well, Dayton dodges a bullet on that possession with Drennan losing the basketball. Well, Mike, thus far Dayton has missed about 7 point-blank range shots.
Take another look here as the outside jumper thrown in to give St. Francis the lead, and they're doing just enough right now to hang around.
Well, they made the right decision. When you come up with a offensive rebound, typically the defense is sucked into the basket, so kick it out for the 3. You see that last possession, they were able to get it to go down.
DeJean Pierre looking for his first points of the night. They close in down low in the paint. Flyers kick it outside. V. Sanford pulls up too hard. Tipped up and in by Devin Oliver.
Well,
Devin's got 9.
That's where the height advantage comes in. Getting to the rim on the missed shot. Give credit to Devin Oliver for the pursuit and the rebound and tip in.
Flyers back in front. That one goes out of bounds off Harmon. There is timeout on the floor. 7:43 left to play in this one. In the first half, Dayton 19, St. Francis 18.
So let's make some noise.
About what was by Oliver. The last one? Yeah. They gave it to Pierre.
Welcome back to the University of Dayton Arena. Mike Hartsock with Derek Dukes courtside as the Flyers hanging on to a 1-point lead right now over St. Francis. And DeJean Pierre just stole a basket from Devin Oliver.
Yeah,
that last basket, we know that it was tipped in by Devin Oliver. The official score said it was DeJean Pierre.
Yeah, Devin Oliver with the last tip in, being aggressive going to the basket. And for that effort, they give the point to DeJean Pierre.
Flyers shooting 44%. They're 8 out of 18. What's keeping St. Francis hanging around right now is 3 of 5 from 3 at 60% from outside the arc. The Flyers are a perfect 1 of 1. Dayton will have the ball with that 1-point lead.
The other item keeping St. Francis in the game is Dayton has 7 turnovers. St. Francis have been able to convert those to 13 points.
Devin Oliver lobs inside for Pierre. They clear out for Deshaun. He spins in and scores.
There's that jump hook by Deshaun Pierre. Great patience by the sophomore. Waited for the defense to clear. Understood he had the height advantage against his opponent. Couple bounces, gets to the center of the lane, and the jump hook.
Malik Harmon outside. That's Ronnie Drennan seeing some extensive playing time here, the former Greenview Ram. Harmon looks up at the shot clock that says 11 seconds now. V. Sanford stays with him. Harmon still bouncing the ball. Up top, the jumper fired up, no good, and the rebound comes down to Kari Price. Price leading the break. Down the lane, scoops, and scores. Kari Price.
Mike, that's when the Flyers are at their best. Getting the rebound and getting out into the open court. Kari Price made a great decision. The defender did not get in front of him, so he got all the way to the rim and able to finish.
St. Francis.
And a quick timeout for St. Francis. I believe it's going to be a 30-second timeout for the Red Flash, as Rob Cornell didn't like what he saw there. His team giving up a bad shot and then not getting anybody back.
Well, you can't allow the point guard to go from essentially baseline to baseline for an uncontested shot. See, Kari Price rebounded that basketball just under the A10 symbol on one end, and then able to get to the other end and finish with his left hand. Uncontested, easy left hand lay-in.
Alex Gavrilovic seeing his first time tonight. So you've got Deshaun Pierre, Gavrilovic, Devin Oliver, V. Sanford, and Kari Price. And Ronnie Drennan will inbound it right in front of the scorer's table at midcourt for the Red Flash. 6:34 left to play. Dayton's up by 5 at 23-18. Having trouble getting it in, and they finally do, as Greg Brown tracks it down, gives it up to Malik Harmon. Harmon with Price right there on top of him. Dominique Major kicks it around. Major to Harmon. Down the lane, misses. And the rebound to Deshaun Pierre. Here comes Dayton, a 5-point lead in the ball. Kari Price up top. They step out on him on the screen. Now get it down low to Gavrilovic. Alex squares up, backs his way in. The hook and the basket. They called the foul. Not sure I saw that trap.
I'm not sure about that one, Mike. And if it was a foul, there was an arm bar hit by the defender.
I didn't see that extra step that time, but that's okay. 23-18. Under 6 minutes to play now at 5:55 and counting. Malik Harmon with the ball, steps across the timeline. And they almost throw it away. Jump ball, tie up. That's for sure, and it's going to be St. Francis ball on the alternating possession as the Flyers got the opening tip.
Well, we said earlier that Dayton had not been able to sustain 2 consecutive defensive possessions, but the last 3 possessions they've been able to prevent St. Francis from scoring. Let's see if they can make this a 4th consecutive defensive possession.
23-18 is our score as the referees get the clock situation settled up. Malo Meunier is the trigger man for St. Francis and knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Dayton ball. Knocked off of a red jersey, and the Flyers will get it right there in front of Archie Miller.
Well, 4 consecutive stops for the Flyers. That's if you're Archie Miller, that's exactly what you want to see from your team on the defensive side of the basketball. Now on the offensive side, you want to look to get the ball down low and take advantage of your height difference.
It's a St. Francis week for the Flyers. They've got St. Francis of PA tonight and St. Francis of Brooklyn, New York on Saturday. That St. Francis is a bit better team than this one.
That's right. Both teams in the Northeast Conference. But Dayton will get a good test from both those opponents.
Kari Price had the hot hand with a 3 in game 1. Misfires on his first one tonight. Harmon, that's Drennan. outside. Malo Meunier rims out the three. And Deshaun Pierre is going to push it up himself off the rebound. Pierre, top of the key. He'll set it up to Price. Gavrilovic steps out. Deshaun Pierre looking for a clear out. Somebody steps in and gets the ball, and it's loose on the floor. Nice defensive job that time by Dominic Major. He was able to get a hand on the ball and knock it to the floor.
Yeah, smart defensive possession by Major, able to break contact and almost come up with the steal. Kyrie Price, nice job of getting on the floor and creating the tie-up.
Flyers get it on the alternating possession. So Pierre will trigger it inbounds, 23-18. Dayton still up by 5. We've not had much offense here in the last couple of minutes. Price has it hammered right at him by Ronnie Drennan, and Drennan gets the ball on the save. So Ronnie Drennan playing some inspired basketball here back home. Up top it goes to Ollie Brown. Spin move down the lane. Check that, Earl Brown.
By Earl Brown.
His 6th point of the night makes it a 3-point ball game, 23-20.
Well, Earl Brown, nice move with this spin off the bounce. It shows his versatility. He can shoot from the outside, but he can also use the ball to create his own shot.
Gavrilovic in traffic, kick it outside, and the three fired up and missed, but the offensive rebound thrown away by Deshaun Pierre.
But the Flyers just look out of sync right now, Mike.
Timeout on the floor, 3:59 left to play first half. It's Dayton 23, St. Francis 20. We'll be right back.
Flyer fans, it's time to bring on tonight's Stafford Jewelers Hot Shots. Michelle Mize, Emily Jackson, and Jeff Wolf. They need to sink the rock to win some rocks. Diamond earrings courtesy of Stafford Jewelers. So, Mr. Stafford, are they ready? We got the thumbs up. Michelle is up first. She's taking it all in. Puts up the shot. It's in! From the free throw line, it's half-carat diamond earrings. Way to go, Michelle. And now Emily. Pressure's on, Emily. It's up and just off the front of the rim. And now Jeff, who's sizing up a three, and it's short. Thanks for playing. Let's hear it for all the contestants. But way to go, Michelle, on that free throw. Half-carat diamond earrings, Stafford Jewelers, the official jeweler of the Dayton Flyers.
.359 left to play in the first half here from the University of Dayton Arena. Mike Hartsock alongside Derek Dukes, and the Flyers with a 3-point lead. And frankly, Derek, Dayton's got the lead right now, but they're not playing much better than they did in the opener, if that.
They're really not. Again, they're falling to the same victim to the same issue, turning the basketball over. Now 9 turnovers on the game for the Flyers. And when you look at St. Francis, they've been able to convert those 9 turnovers into 13 points, and why they've been able to stay in the game here early in the first half.
St. Francis with the ball, trailing by 3. Malo Meunier looking down low for Drennan, knocked out of bounds by Jordan Seibert. Scoochie Smith came in during that dead ball. Smith and Seibert and V. Sanford on the perimeter, with Devin Oliver and Alex Gavrilovic. Gavrilovic didn't play at all in the opener. He's in there for an extended period here in the first half. Up top, Malik Harmon. Ollie Jackson thinks about the 3 and drains it to tie the game at 23.
Well, Devin Oliver made the mistake of lowering his hand on defense and giving up the 3 by Jackson because he had a clean open look.
Down low, Gavrilovic. Calling for help, gives it back outside to Seibert. 17 left on the shot clock. Flyers really seem out of sync offensively. Down low to Oliver, puts it on the floor, gets it blocked by Drennan, goes back up in the foul. Great play by Devin Oliver to stay with it. Drennan got a block on him, but then he got the basket and Drennan got the foul.
Well, that shows the maturation of Devin Oliver from his freshman, sophomore, and junior year. In years past, that first block would have probably gone out of bounds. He would have been knocked down to the floor, but the strength, the conditioning over the years, able to maintain his balance, corral the rebound, then go up, absorb the foul, and get the lay-in.
Completing the three-point play, Devin's got 10, and the Flyers go back in front by 3. Alex Gavrilovic goes out. Devin Scott back in the Flyer lineup. Malik Harmon comes across, being guarded by Scoochie Smith. Scooch has got a hand on there. He's got to get that hand off. And stolen away by V. Sanford, but stolen back by Drennan, and he trapped it. Ronnie Drennan, good hustle that time to get the ball, but he took a hop step after he got it.
Well, aggressive play by B. Sanders, very active with his hands, active feet, active hands. Almost comes up with the steal and gives Dayton another possession on offense.
Looking for the backdoor feed to Scoochie Smith. Not there. Scooch gets it from V. Sanford. Still on the dribble. Oliver outside. Sanford, backdoor cut. Seibert gets blocked, but he also gets fouled.
I like what Dayton is doing, sharing the basketball, being very active in the offense, moving without the basketball. You saw Seibert able to slip behind the defense, almost gets the dunk, but he'll go to the line for 2 after picking up the foul.
Seibert's got a couple of baskets, 4 points here tonight. 2:17 left to play in the first half, and Jordan, usually a really good free throw shooter, rattles that one out. He'll have one more chance. That one goes up and in, nothing but net. 3 points for Seibert. It's 4-point Flyer lead. Malik Harmon, their point guard, being hounded by Scoochie Smith. High screen. Flyers switch. Now bring it outside to Earl Brown. Brown being hounded by Devin Oliver.
Well, that's a good matchup there, Earl Brown and Devin Oliver.
Malo Meunier. Defender got in his way. He pulled back and missed the shot and just out-hustled that time. The Flyers were by the red flash. They missed the three-pointer, and again, loose ball finally comes out to Dayton. Here comes Devin Oliver looking to push, and he did push with his arm. Scoochie Smith scoops, misses it. Rebound battled for, loose on the floor, and they're going to get Devin Oliver, or Devin Scott, I should say, on the dive. Anytime you dive like that and you get into somebody, Devin's down and staying down right now.
It looks like Devin Scott took a dive for the basket, hit the floor pretty hard. You see him down on the floor.
Couldn't see what exactly happened to him, but he's staying down right now. Here comes the trainer.
Looks like there's some blood, so hopefully he's okay. Trainer's putting on, maybe, sure if he has a cut on the mouth or maybe lost a tooth. I'm not sure. He seems to be in a bit of some pain.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's some kind of mouth injury, that's for sure. But they're tending to him. 27-23 is our score right now. The Flyers with a 4-point lead, 1.5 minutes left to play. That trainer, by the way, is brand new. Mike Mulcahy is the new guy in charge of training for basketball, helping him, getting him up. Nate Seymour, of course, had been the trainer and is still with the program, but Nate Seymour is now in charge of pretty much all training for Flyer athletics. It's like a bloody nose. Yeah, bloody nose, perhaps.
Yeah.
That scramble may have taken an elbow, a knee, or something like that as he went down.
Let's hope he's okay. Looks like he's standing up now. So good. That's a good sign. Yeah, it looks like a bloody nose.
Yep.
Maybe took a shot to the nose.
They're going to take him right underneath to the tunnel to where they can get him fixed up. That foul is going to be on Devin Scott. And it's going to be free throws coming in a 1 and bonus situation for the Red Flash, sending Earl Brown to the line.
Jalen Robinson checks into the game for the Flyers.
Jalen Robinson will replace
Earl Brown at the line.
Devin Scott.
1-1 for St. Francis.
Earl Brown gets that first one to go around and down. He's scored 7 to lead the way now for St. Francis. Averages 13.5 points a game.
Earl Brown, the leading scorer on the team. Again, showing his versatility here in the first half. At 6'6", he can handle the basketball, shoot from the perimeter. He can also score down low. Nice looking player for the Red Flash.
Off the dribble, the high floater by V. Sanford puts the Flyers back up by 4.
That's a shot that B. Sanford worked on quite a bit over the summer. Getting to the basket, finishing over taller defenders.
Stolen away by Jalen Robinson. Jalen looks up, finds Seibert, and it's thrown away. Seibert was looking for V. Sanford. V went one way, the ball went the other.
Yeah, he was anticipating him cutting to the basket, but again, right now, Flyers just can't get anything going. They're just out of sync on offense. Even when they come up with steals, they're turning the basketball over.
Outside three, fired up and in by Ollie Jackson. His second three, and the Flyer lead is now 4, 32-28.
Second three of the game and second uncontested three. Dayton, again, has to do a better job defending perimeter play.
30 seconds left to play. Devin Oliver inside. Devin's got 12.
And right now, the Red Flash have not found an answer for Devin Oliver. Oliver being very patient, getting the ball down the low block and going with that jump hook over the right shoulder.
Almost thrown away, but picked up down low. Earl Brown spins, shoots, and misses. 6 seconds left, and quickly Archie Miller gets a timeout. To set up a shot. It's 31-28 is the score. Scoreboard was wrong a minute ago. 31-28. The Flyers with a 3-point lead. Going to get Kari Price back into the ball game for the Flyers as Archie Miller sets up a play. And when you're in a situation like this with 5.6 seconds left, what are you trying to look for here on a final shot?
Well, trying to get something obviously going towards the basket. You have opportunity. Dayton has their shooters here in the game. So inbounding the ball about mid-court. Look for a high ball screen, coming off the screen for a jump shot or drive to the basket.
Now the defense will let you throw it in behind them, right? They just don't want it going toward the basket.
Don't want it going towards the basket to get some time to expire off the clock. Dayton's going to catch it here in the back, or take it out in the backcourt here.
Jordan Seibert along with Kari Price in the backcourt. Deshaun Pierre, Devin Oliver, and Jalen Robinson.
So look for Jordan Seibert to catch the ball on the run.
Price catches it on the run. Kari top of the key in a hurry. Fadeaway jumper. Good! Kari Price knocks down the jumper at the buzzer, and the Flyers go into the locker room up by 5, 33-28. It's halftime.
Okay.
Yeah. Until 3 minutes is left on the clock. So you got 11 minutes to do what you need to do.
Ladies and gentlemen, the University of Dayton is proud to
the University of Dayton.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Michael LaPlaca, joined alongside by Dennis Courier, Dayton Flyers men's soccer head coach. We're here at halftime here between the St. Francis Red Flash and the Dayton Flyers. And the reason why we have Dennis here in studio is to preview the 2013 Atlantic 10 Men's Soccer Championship. Now, the University of Dayton is hosting all the matches at Beaujean Field at the University of Dayton campus, and the Dayton Flyers are the 5th seed in the tournament. Coach, previewing the tournament field a little bit, it seems like this group of schools that are in the championship, anybody from 1 through 8 really can win this thing.
Absolutely. There's a lot of parity in the A10. There always has been, but this year especially, you know, I don't think any team has pushed above everybody else, and you know, it's a wide open field and anything can happen. It's going to be the team that gets on a hot streak and really gets some momentum going, and you know, hopefully that's going to be us.
Now, a little bit for fans who don't know about the 2013 Dayton Flyers, how would you describe your season so far?
You know, it's been a phenomenal season. You know, we went 10-0 in the non-conference, which has never been done, and you know, we were the only undefeated, unbeaten team in the country. Hit national rankings this year. We're nationally ranked in scoring offense and defense. So it's been a tremendous year. You know, I think in the middle, once we hit conference, we had a little bit of a lull, but seeing the team go back and really gain that momentum that we needed, especially in the last 3 games, this is when we're playing our best soccer, and getting 3 wins on the road was really very impressive.
We are here with Dennis Courier, Dayton Flyers men's soccer head coach. Dayton is in action. The first match that they will play will be Thursday night at 8 o'clock. It will be at Beaujean Field. Tickets are still available, and the tournament will be held Thursday, Friday, day off Saturday, and the championship game on Sunday at 1 o'clock. And Coach, for the casual fan or somebody that hasn't seen your team play, who are some key players to watch on your squad?
Well, you know, right now we're 4th in the country in scoring offense, so we have a lot of attacking players, very exciting ones. Abe Keller, Greg Enstone, Amos, number 16 in the middle. These guys are really exciting players going forward, and you know, they're certainly guys to keep an eye on. And, there's nothing more exciting to the fans than actually putting the ball in the back of the net.
Now, also for a lot of fans who haven't seen Beaujean Field or attended a game there, probably one of the best atmospheres in all of college soccer. How would you describe the atmosphere at Beaujean?
You know, it's electrifying. You know, when there's no track around there, you have the 2 buildings, it keeps all the sound in there. Red Scare has been amazing this year, and the noise level has been really loud. It really gives us a sense of having an extra player out there, and just a view from the terrace seating is amazing. So I certainly agree. It's got to be one of the best places to play in the country.
It's a little bit different format this year with this tournament, with 8 schools all participating in it. It seems more of an even playing field instead of previous years where the top 2 schools got the opening round bye. So with the change in the format and with the way that your team has been playing of late, what are some of the keys to victory in order to win the A10 conference championship and get that automatic bid into the NCAA tournament?
It's really going to be based on momentum. You know, the first game is going to be important. It's about how, you know, you come out and handle all really the excitement and being in the postseason, knowing that winning the tournament, you'll get into the NCAA tournament. So, and it's about just a progression, about us building that momentum that we need offensively, shutting down our opponents, and then you start to gain trust in between the players. And once that starts to happen, it starts to, you get on a roll, and hopefully you can continue to win and then get into that final game where really anything can happen.
Does the strategy or the way the tempo of the game is played change because you're in the postseason? Because one goal in regulation or in overtime can doom your year?
Well, I certainly think the tempo of the game is going to be increased in every match. You know, everybody knows that, you know, if you lose, you're done. And I think that brings an element of more physicality. I think the pace of the game is going to be a lot faster. And hopefully we can grab that and dictate play, you know, from the start. And we've been playing relentless soccer right now. You know, we've been getting on top of teams and staying in their end and being relentless and going to goal and getting a lot of chances. And that's what we have to continue to do.
All right, so the Atlantic 10 Men's Soccer Championship will be held Thursday, Friday, day off Saturday, and then Sunday for the championship. Coach, any final thoughts about your team or the tournament? Certainly the campus is going to be rocking, and Beaujean Field never more exciting, as there's going to be some great collegiate soccer here in Dayton, Ohio.
Yeah, we got some of the top teams in the country coming in. You know, with the A10, it's been fantastic, and you know we're just excited to play in it. We've got a great senior class, great leadership. I know that this team has really worked hard outside the soccer and in the community and in the university, and they've really inspired everybody. So, you know, we're excited to have it here at Dayton, and hopefully we can bring home the championship.
So for more information on Dayton Flyers soccer, go to DaytonFlyers.com, and for more information on the A10 tournament, go to Atlantic10.com. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break and continue with our halftime show right after this.
NCAA TV and marketing rights fees. Where does the money go? Long answer, 96% of the revenue is used to fund 88 championships and support 1,055 member colleges and universities, who together provide $2 billion annually in financial aid to more than 400,000 student athletes so they can compete and learn. Short answer, we put our money where our mission is.
Follow the NCAA championships like never before at the all-new NCAA.com with its dynamic new look. Scores, stats, and highlights of all your favorite schools. And live streaming video for more than 60 NCAA championships across all 3 divisions. It's your front row seat for every big game. From football to field hockey. The Final Fours to the Frozen Fours. Get the in-depth coverage you need at NCAA.com, the place where champions play.
Welcome to the Jim Jaber Show. I'm Kenzie Fell, and we're going to talk some University of Dayton women's basketball with head coach Jim Jaber. Today, we're going to talk about the season opener, national rankings, the home opener this Friday versus Akron, and some Flyer bus trip opportunities in community service. Welcome, Coach.
Thanks.
So, tell us about this weekend. You just came back from Iowa for the Hawkeye Challenge, and you went 1-1. So, tell us about how it went.
Well, I thought we played really well against UC Riverside, and then against a very, very good Iowa team. I thought it really exposed some of the things that we have to fix. We didn't defend like we wanted to, and we need to keep improving on that. And we need to execute better on our zone offenses. So it was a great trip for that purpose, to get better. But I felt that we let a victory go, and we should have won the game. And we had our chances, and hopefully we'll grow from it and get better.
Yep. So this year, you guys are ranked number 14 and number 16 in the AP Top 25 and the USA Today coaches preseason polls. So what does that say about the program, how far it's come?
Well, it's a great tribute to all our players and coaches, and it says a lot about where we've come. But at the same time, I kind of feel like it's a number, and it doesn't make a whole lot of difference if you're not winning games. And so I'm more concerned about the loss we had against Iowa than I am about our ranking, because now that 14 ranking is going to go away. Mm-hmm. And so we'll drop some, and which is okay. But like I said, I think it's more a number than anything right now. And what really matters to me is how we play on the floor.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so your home opener is against Akron this Friday, and last year you beat them 90-59 at their place. So what can fans expect for this year?
A much closer game. I think Akron's got 4 seniors. They're very, very good. They just had played the other night and won by 30. So they play very, very fast, and it'll be an exciting up and down game. I think fans will enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. So you know how exciting it is to play in a packed UD arena. So what is like the support like when you're playing an exciting game with a ton of fans?
Oh, it's great. I don't think there's a better place to coach or play than at UD Arena. I'm very vocal about our fans. I think they're very, very important to what we do and who we are. They provide a lot of energy, and so we've built a great following, and they're just as into the game, and they're just as important as the players.
That's exciting. So can you tell me a little bit about University of Dayton? It's all about learn, lead, and serve. And so can you explain some of your community service things you guys have been doing?
Sure. Tomorrow our whole team is going to DECA Prep, where we help tutor 6th graders, and then they play hoops with them. We've been doing that for all last year, and we're starting again this year. We've done everything. We've done Habitat for Humanity. We read. We work in. We'll take our team and we'll go to retirement communities, and we do this thing with Special Olympics where we do a clinic, and it's grown to over 300 kids, and then they'll come to games, and so I think it's really important that we give back to our community, and I think it's important for our kids to serve and to know how fortunate they are to have what they have. Recently we did something with St. Vincent's de Paul where we walked with them. They had a run, walk kind of event and a fundraiser, and they raised a great deal of money, and I'm glad and proud to have been a part of it.
That's so cool. I love that. That's my favorite part about Dayton. So what are some goals for this season? What are you excited? What are you looking forward to?
Well, I think our goal is to win a A-10 championship and then win a conference championship, the tournament, and then we'd like to really get past the first round of the NCAA tournament if we can. That's the goal right now, is to get past that first weekend. We've been there the last 4 years, and so that's where we're going. But the biggest thing is just trying to get better every day.
Well, you had a great season last year, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen this year.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you.
Dayton women's basketball season tickets are available for $30 per person. Season tickets will get you into the 12 regular season Flyer women's basketball games at UD Arena this season, starting with the home opener November 15th versus Akron. Season tickets are available for purchase online by visiting the UD ticket office or calling 937-229-4433. There are also opportunities to support the Flyers in road games. Join the UD women's basketball bus trips to Michigan State University on November 17th and the University of Toledo on December 22nd. MSU will cost $40 per person and Toledo will cost $30 per person. For more information, please contact Tyler Barczyk at barczyk1@udayton.edu. Come out and support your Flyers, and thanks for watching the Jim Jaber Show. I'm Kenzie Fell. We hope to see you next week.
Welcome back to the University of Dayton Arena. It's halftime. The Flyers leading 33-28. Mike Hartsock along with Derek Dukes as we take a look at some first half numbers for you. Flyers shot 48%, 14 out of 29 in the first half. They were 1 of 3 from outside the arc and 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Problem Dayton had was in the turnover department. They threw it away 10 times. And St. Francis made the most of those mistakes. Dayton being led in scoring by Devin Oliver's 12 points, Deshaun Pierre with 6, Kari Price with 4, Jordan Seibert with 5, and then you got 3 guys with 2 points apiece. Ronnie Drennan, the young man from Jamestown and Greenview High School, was 2 of 2 from the field in the first half, including a 3-point basket. He scored 5 points, had 4 rebounds. The Flyers with 20 rebounds in the first half. Deshaun Pierre has 6 of those to lead the way.
Yeah, Deshaun Pierre only 6 points after coming off a career high 24 points in the Dayton's opening game this season. You talked about the turnovers, Mike. 10 turnovers for the Flyers, and St. Francis has done a great job capitalizing on those turnovers. 19 points off of Dayton's 10 turnovers. And they've also shot the ball very well. That's the red flash, that is. From the 3, they're 5 for 9, 56% from three-point range. And that's what's been the ultimate equalizer, if you will, and allowed them to only be down by 5 here at the half.
If you're St. Francis, you got to feel pretty good about being down by 5. The Flyers seemingly had opportunities to blow this one open in the first half, but it's a scrappy bunch of Red Flash, and they're keeping after the ball and creating some turnovers. I was talking with Mike Mulcahy, the Flyers trainer. It wasn't a bloody nose for Devin Oliver. It was a bloody mouth. He got hit in the tooth. I don't know if he lost a tooth or broke a tooth or whatever, but it was the mouth. It wasn't the nose. He's being attended to right now on the bench. 20 minutes of basketball left to play. Right here in front of us, the ball will be inbounded by the Red Flash of St. Francis when we get things started. Archie Miller will go with the same 5 that he sent out there to start the game. Matt Cavanaugh, V. Sanford, Deshaun Pierre, Devin Oliver, and Kari Price. The Red Flash breaking the huddle. They'll get the ball to start the second half here. Again, we told you it's a St. Francis week for the Flyers. They have this game against St. Francis of Pennsylvania outside of Pittsburgh, and then St. Francis of Brooklyn, New York comes to town for a noon game on Saturday. Derek will be back with you on that one on Fox Sports Ohio at noon.
But Dayton, Mike, is important. Dayton gets off to a good start this first possession with some solid defense. And you see they come up with the tie-up.
Good hustle by V. Sanford that time. The ball went down. Malo Meunier went down on the floor, and V just dove after it to tie him up.
Rest assured that Archie Miller talked with his team about playing defense, staying in front of your man, and most importantly, once you play defense, the first part of defensive possession, then secure a rebound.
Cavanaugh steps out. He missed about half of the first half with 2 personal fouls. Deshaun Pierre, that's up top to Sanford. Dayton swings it around. Pretty sticky defense. Sanford, Pierre.
Right now, Dayton has poor spacing.
Pierre backs in and scores.
Sean Pierre just able to take advantage of his athletic ability. Good defense by the Red Flash. Just better offense by Pierre.
Flyers up by 7. Their largest lead tonight is 8. Malik Harmon, the point guard, had 6 points in the first half. St. Francis being patient, stolen away by Oliver. Gets it out to Pierre. Pierre gives it to Sanford, who finishes. V. Sanford on the drive.
Well, that's where Dayton's at their best, Mike. Getting out into the open court, creating some steals, turning you over, and getting out on the wings, filling the wings for lay-ins.
Almost a steal by Cavanaugh as he got a hand in there and then lost on the floor. Out of bounds. It'll be St. Francis ball. Crowd didn't like that call, but it's going to stay with the Red. Nope, it's going to change.
St. Francis.
Referees talked it over and decided to go the other way.
Ben Malo Meunier.
But that's 4 consecutive possessions that Red Flash have come up empty, and give credit to Dayton. They've stepped up their defense here in the second half and creating some open court opportunities off steals and missed shots.
9-point lead is the largest of the night for the Flyers. Pierre gives it up to Cavanaugh. Sanford swings around now down the lane, floats, doesn't get the spinner. Looking for the rebound. They're going to call him a foul on him. Yep, V. Sanford reaching over that time and draws the foul.
Flyer foul is on V. Sanford, his first, team's first.
Well, good aggressiveness by V. Sanford, trying to secure the missed shot. Obviously a little too aggressive, picking up the foul.
Malik Harmon gives it off. Up top, the give and go down low, and a score inside for Steph Mosley. His first basket of the night.
Well, good step through by Mosley, the up and under with the lay-in. He was patient once he caught the ball and able to get around Matt Cavanaugh.
High screen foul called on the drive.
Fouls on number 21, Stephon Mosley.
They're going to get Stephon Mosley. Mosley picks up his 3rd personal foul. He's going to take a seat as Ronnie Drennan comes in. 17.5 minutes left to play. The Flyers up by 7 with the ball. Inbounds it comes. Devin Oliver will set things up. Looking down low. Kavanaugh spins, leaves it short, loose on the floor. Kavanaugh dives for it, but it's gone as St. Francis coming the other way. Greg Brown up top and outside, long three, and that's going to be a push-off. I think they're going to get Kavanaugh. Yep. Kavanaugh picks up his 3rd personal foul on a push. Ronnie Drennan had inside position that time and got the rebound and drew the foul.
I give credit to Drennan for getting that inside position, clearing some space and forcing Kavanaugh to foul him. A good luxury that Dayton has this year is depth at the 4 and 5 spot. So Robertson now in the game.
Drennan wide open for 3. Ronnie Drennan.
Basket by Ronnie.
His second 3 of the night. He's scored 8.
A second 3 of the night. Again, you see his versatility. Dayton has to understand he can shoot the ball from the 3, so you have to push out to him and get a high hand where he doesn't get an open, clean look.
37-32. Flyers lead is 5 and thrown away again. Another Dayton turnover. That's just trying to do too much.
Just a poor passing angle. You got to have a better angle getting the ball into the post. And Dayton's, their spacing right now is not very good. Too close together and able to allow one defender to guard 2 players.
Malik Harmon tries to take Devin Oliver, and it kicks out to Ronnie Drennan, who nails another 3, and Ronnie Drennan leads the way with 11 points, and it's a 2-point Dayton lead.
Well, Drennan again, his 3rd 3 of the game. Dayton has to make the adjustment and get out to the 3-point line on Drennan.
Kyrie Price answers back the other way.
Price for 3.
His first 3 of the night. He scored 7. Timeout on the floor with 15:53 left to play. Our score from the UD Arena: Dayton 40, St. Francis 35. At the University of Dayton Arena, Kyrie Price knocks down the 3-pointer. That'd answer a Ronnie Drennan 3. So the young man from Greenview High School is playing pretty well here for the visitors.
He's playing terrific basketball, inspired basketball, shooting the ball with a lot of confidence and making threes. Dayton again has to make the adjustment on defense and step out the perimeter to defend him. you're probably going to see Devin Oliver, who's more of a perimeter player, perimeter big, guard match up against Drennan.
There you see it. Oliver and Drennan. Flyers up by 5. Down the lane, scooping and scoring and drawing the foul. Doesn't score, but he draws the foul.
Flyer foul is on V. Sanford.
V. Sanford picks up the foul.
Timeout on the floor.
And there's timeout on the floor again. 15:30 left to play. Dayton 40, St. Francis 35. We'll be right back. Fifteen and a half minutes left to play here from the UD Arena. Mike Hartsock along with Derek Dukes. It's a 5-point Flyer lead, but St. Francis looks to cut into that as Ollie Jackson goes to the free throw line for the first time tonight. He'll have 2. Jackson misses the first one. National Signing Day today, and the Flyers get 2 names on the dotted line. Point guard Daryl Davis from Douglas High School in Detroit, 6'4" point guard. They also got a 6'11" center out of New Haven High School in New Haven, Indiana. That's Steve McIlvain.
Darnell Davis, one of the premier scorers, not only in the state of Michigan, but also in the nation. More of a scoring point guard. Provides Dayton with even more depth at the guard spot next year.
V. Sanford almost traveled with it, gets it inside to Oliver, who gets fouled after missing one shot. Foul is not in the act of shooting.
Foul's on number 15, Earl Brown.
They get the foul on Earl Brown. That's the second team foul of the half on St. Francis. Oliver up top. Seibert's pass is tipped away. Another lazy pass taken away by the Red Flash.
Or Seibert just telegraphed that pass. Got to go with the ball fake one way and then make the entry pass.
Three-pointer misfired, and Seibert has the rebound, and he's fouled. Going to get Ronnie Drennan for the foul.
Foul's on number 40.
Ronnie Drennan's second personal foul. I was upstairs before the game tonight and saw a bunch of people coming in at the pass gate with St. Francis sweatshirts and everything on. And I said, that must be the Drennan family. They said, yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're all over there in the front row behind the bench.
Great support. for Ronnie Drennan.
And he has responded, that's for sure, with 11 points to lead the way for the Red Flash. Devin Scott back in the ball game. Bad tooth and all. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Flyers having a tough time again. Bad pass. Stolen away, but gotten back. Now down low. Into the cutting Oliver, who can't get the lead, the easy layup.
Again, one of those point-blank range shots that we've seen the Flyers miss all night. I believe that's the 11th or 12th shot right at the rim that they have not been able to get to go down.
Off the dribble and a foul called.
Flyer foul on Kyrie Price.
Kyrie Price picks up his second personal foul. It's common foul, so St. Francis will inbound.
Again, this is where Dayton has to make the adjustment on defense and back off your man just a bit where you can play contained defense and not draw a foul.
Inbounder in the corner. Flyers had a trap, but they get out of it. Does St. Francis and knock down a three. Malik Harmon has scored 9, and it's a 1-point Flyer lead.
Well, Harmon just floating in the corner, wide open.
Pierre
knocks down the three.
Trying to back his way in. Seibert misses inside. Oliver has the rebound. Dayton gets a new shot clock. Price for 3. That's a little early. Down low. The offensive rebound by Deshaun Pierre. He gets fouled. He'll go to the free throw line.
St. Francis foul on number 12, Greg Brown, his second.
Greg Brown picks up the personal foul. He'll have free throws coming for Deshaun Pierre, who's standing over talking with Archie Miller right now. 40-39, Dayton. Just when it looked like they might start to open up some room, did not do it.
Yeah, they just can't get any separation from this Red Flash team.
Deshaun Pierre at the line.
Every time it looks like, as you said, there's going to get some separation. St. Francis been able to knock down a big shot, and they continue to shoot the ball extremely well from the three. St. Francis, that is, right now on the game shooting 54%. 2 for 4 here in the second half from three-point line.
Deshaun Pierre in double figures for the second game in a row. He has 10 points to go with 6 rebounds. The Flyers lead is back up to 3. Coming up on 13 minutes to go here in the ball game in regulation. Harmon down low. Seibert trying to guard Ronnie Drennan, and there's the arm bar. Jordan Seibert was really mismatched down low that time.
He was. At that point, 6'4" against 6'7", 6'8". Drennan tried to use the arm bar, but again, that's where that freedom of movement rule is coming in this year.
Stolen away by Kyrie Price. Price to the basket by himself and gets fouled. They're going to get Drennan with his third personal foul.
Ronnie Drennan, his third, team's 5th.
Well, Kyrie Price, great defense on one end, and then able to get to the other end, avoids the steal attempt, and picks up the foul.
Price at the free throw line, leaves the first one short.
Stephon Mosley checks back in for St. Francis.
Price
for Ronnie Drennan.
Just didn't follow through on that free throw. But what I do like about Price, seeing him this season, is he's more aggressive on the offensive side of the basketball. Last year he was more of a defensive player, but this year he's really looking to score and take more of a leadership role on offense.
Kari scored 8, 43-39. Up high it goes to Earl Brown. Swinging around the defense. St. Francis has been patient most of the night on the offensive end. Ollie Jackson gives it up.
Dayton has to be smart. No fouls.
Greg Brown takes it to the basket. Devin Scott gets the block, and here comes Dayton, but a little bit too much of a hurry. Stolen away by Malik Harmon. Harmon down the lane. Couple of red jerseys battle for it, and one. The foul goes on the Flyers as Earl Brown gets the basket. Deshaun Pierre picks up his first, but it's going to mean free throws coming and a chance to cut the lead down to 1.
Or Dayton just making some poor decisions with the basketball, Mike. You gotta, once you secure the rebound, you have to make the proper outlet pass, not in traffic, not in transitional, right in front of another defensive player.
Scoochie Smith comes in for Akari Price as the free throw is up and down for Earl Brown. He's scored 11, and it's a 1-point game again. Flyers in front, 43-42. We're coming up on 12 minutes left to play. Smith up high, almost fell down, had to give it up real quickly to Devin Scott. Pierre over to Oliver. Posting down low. Scott backing his way in. Spin, shoots, score.
Well, great patience by Scott. Waits for the defense to clear out. Takes a couple bounces towards the center of the court and then goes over his left shoulder for the hook, sky hook.
Up high, the Flyers back up by 3. Down the lane, out of control was Earl Brown. He missed the shot. And now Devin Oliver looks hurt again. He's going to have to come out. But he's going to stay until the next dead ball. May have got the wind knocked out of it. Seibert, high screen. Jordan gives it up. They swing it around the defense. Down low, and another poor entry pass that time. Got to throw it a little bit away from the defender. They're throwing it right into him.
Just a poor angle, and Scott has to do a better job of sealing his defender behind him. Can't let him come around. Got to stay low and keep his legs spaced.
Red Flash down by 3. Stolen away. Kick it up to Scoochie Smith. Smith ahead of the pack and misses the layup. Here come the Red Flash back the other way. Freshman mistake there. And a hold called on Scoochie Smith. Timeout on the floor with 10 minutes and 24 seconds left to play. Dayton 45, St. Francis 42. We'll be right back.
All right, Flyer fans, it's Bud Light trivia time. I'm here with Bob. Bob, here's your question. When was the last time the Flyers started the season 2-0? Was it 2010-11, 2008-9, 2005-6, or 1998-99? Bob, what is your answer? That would be A, 2010-2011. Is Bob correct? 2010-11 is
Welcome back to University of Dayton Arena. Patience is what the Flyers need. It's what Devin Scott showed this time.
Well, great job by Devin Scott, as you said, to take a couple dribbles towards the paint to get the defender to move to the middle, and then goes over his left shoulder for the jump hook with the right hand. Classic move, great move by Scott. Very patient and delivered on offense.
Flyers committed their 7th personal foul of the second half. That means 1 in bonus coming for the final 10:24 here of the ball game for St. Francis. They've only committed 5 team fouls. At the line will be Ollie Jackson. No, check that.
Greg Brown at the line, shooting the 1-1.
It'll be Greg Brown at the free throw line. Free throw up and in for Greg Brown, his first point of the night. One more coming for Brown. 2-point ball game. Flyers in front. Stays 2 points as the free throw is missed. Here comes Dayton. Scoochie Smith up high. Bounce pass.
Get some better movement here on offense and stay spaced. Get the ball down on the low block to Kavanaugh or Deshaun Pierre.
Pierre misfires. Rebound battled for and comes away to St. Francis. They trail by 2. Under 10 minutes to play here at the UD Arena. Greg Brown on the dribble. Earl Brown backing his way in. 3-pointer fired up, no good, and the rebound to Devin Oliver. Oliver's 8th rebound. Scoochie Smith back the other way. Can't get it to fall. Scooch has had a tough time offensively tonight. Missed all 3 of the shots he's taken. 45-43. Dayton by 2. Flyers on defense now. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Outside long 3 and an offensive board. Long shots, long rebounds, and that was a perfect example.
You have to block your man out. Once the shot goes up, you have to keep a body on him and secure the rebound. Dayton giving up too many offensive rebounds to a smaller team.
Greg Brown almost lost it on the floor. Drive, loose ball picked up and put in by Earl Brown. He's scored 13 and we're tied at 45.
All knotted up at 45. Again, Dayton allowing dribble penetration in that possession. The Red Flash just comes up with the loose ball in the lay-in.
Down low, Deshaun Pierre. Spin move on the baseline and a foul called. They get Earl Brown with his 3rd personal foul.
Number 15, Earl Brown, his 3rd, team 6th. Checking in for the Flyers.
Here comes Kari Price back into the Flyer lineup.
For Scoochie Smith.
8:12 left to play in the ball game. But the way it's going now, I might want to say left in regulation because we're all even. Flyers' largest lead was 9. First minute and a half of the second half, they went up by 9 after leading by 5 at halftime.
And just can't get any separation from the Red Flash. The Flash coming up with all the loose balls, what we call all the 50-50 balls.
That foul's on Ronnie Drennan. Drennan just picks up his 4th personal foul.
Ronnie Drennan, his 4th, team's 7th.
Dayton now in the bonus.
Number 11, Ben Malone.
Devin Oliver at the free throw line. Oliver yet to score here in the second half. He had a game-high 12 in the first half.
At the line for the Flyers, shooting the 1-and-1.
Gets 1-and-1 as Ronnie Drennan goes back out. Drennan wasn't in very long, picked up that 4th personal foul, and it sends him back to the bench.
Yeah, it's such a shame because he's played some really inspired basketball tonight with 10 points and 5 rebounds. Just not able to stay out of harm's way in terms of fouls.
1 out of 2 for Devin Oliver. Flyers a 1-point lead. 8 minutes left to go in the ball game. On the drive. Tough defensive effort that time as Malik Harmon had it knocked away from him going up. There's timeout on the floor. 7:51 left to play. Dayton 46. St. Francis 45. We'll be right back.
As Rudy and the Flyer cheerleaders make their way around the arena.
Welcome back to University of Dayton Arena as the Flyers find themselves in another tussle, holding on to a 1-point lead with under 8 minutes to play against a St. Francis team that, you know, it's that old adage, Derek, and I know you know it well. The longer you let an underdog hang around, the more confidence they get.
Absolutely. We saw it in Dayton's first game against IPFW where Dayton couldn't get any separation, and down the stretch, IPFW able to make some big shots. We've seen the same thing here tonight thus far.
Malik Harmon takes it in, can't draw the foul. Wild shot missed, and here comes Dayton. Oliver. Flyers have really struggled in the half-court set. That one goes out of bounds, and they're going to give it to St. Francis.
Yeah, Matt Kavanaugh's really struggling tonight, making shots around the basket and holding on to the basketball.
Checking in for the Flyers,
Let's see, Devin Scott comes in for Matt Kavanaugh. Scott has done a nice job on defense and also providing some offense down low. Right now, I'm surprised we haven't seen more of Jordan Seibert here in the second half. He's normally instant offense off the bench.
Outside with it. That is Malik Harmon. He's scored 9 here for the Red Flash. Kick it over to him. He was open for a second, but quickly closed out by Devin Oliver. 1 second left on the shot clock. It's a wild one, and they don't get anything. Here comes Dayton with a rebound. Kari Price pushing up court. Crossover dribble down the lane. Basket and a foul for Kari Price to give the Flyers a little breathing room.
Well, great defensive possession on one end by the Flyers, and then in transition, see Kari Price with the little hesitation dribble and able to get to the rim, finish, and absorb the foul. Kari Price, nice job in transition. Secondary break, gets all the way to the rim and kisses it off the glass.
You know, you look at the schedule, Derek, and starting with a win over IP Fort Wayne, and then St. Francis tonight, St. Francis Brooklyn on Saturday, and then a week from tonight you go down to Atlanta to play your old coach Brian Gregory's Georgia Tech team down in Atlanta, and then they go for the long plane ride to Maui, where you open with, Gonzaga. They're pretty good.
They're facing some tough competition, and this is why you would like to see more separation between these teams here early on, because when you play against Gonzaga and Georgia Tech, there's going to be the same level of skill set and ability with the players, and some players even better. So Dayton has to really step it up here in the second half, and then looking ahead the next game.
Flyers open with Gonzaga in the Maui Invitational. Then they'll play either the winner or loser, depending what they do in the first game, of Minnesota and Chaminade out of Honolulu, Hawaii. Chaminade's always the host team of the Maui Invitational. Up top, Malo Meunier, and whistle foul called on Devin Oliver. It's too bad because Kyrie had a steal there.
Yeah, another steal, and heading down court. Oliver have got a little bit of a bump with his knee.
That's pretty promising. Devin Oliver picking up his first personal foul with 6:23 left to go in the ball game.
Yeah, Devin Oliver has played a solid game. 12 points and 9 rebounds. 1 rebound shy of a double-double, and probably actually, when we look back, Mike, is actually 14 points. I think early on they gave one of Oliver's buckets to Pierre. So
Greg Brown checks into the game for Dominic Major.
Brown's back in the ball game. Dominic Major takes a seat. St. Francis continues to hang around. Down by 3, make it 2. As Malo Meunier gets his first 2 points of the ball game. 49-47. Dayton by the deuce. Curry Price in a hurry. That's Sanford. Now up top to Deshaun Pierre. Oliver posting up inside. He gets some help defensively, but a foul called, no basket. Foul called before the shot. They're going to get Earl Brown, and I believe that'll be 4 on Earl Brown.
Well, Mike, Dayton has uncovered a weak spot in this red flash defense. You see the last 3 possessions, they've put the ball down on the right low block and allowed either Devin Oliver or Deshaun Pierre to go one-on-one. They've found some success there. So that's an area to keep an eye on, especially on the offensive end. See how the red flash type of adjustment they make on defense.
Tipped up and in, Devin Scott.
Basket by Deshaun Pierre.
Deshaun gets another one that wasn't maybe his. Looked like Devin Scott to me, but maybe Deshaun got a hand on it. Whistle and a hand check foul on Devin Oliver.
Well, he picked up 2 quick fouls now. Devin Oliver, that is. Just poor weak side defense and rotation. He actually closed out with the wrong foot, and Brown able to take advantage, or Jackson, that is, able to take advantage of that on the dribble drive to the basket.
Ollie Jackson scored 7. He's back at the free throw line for the second time. Was 1 of 2. Gets that first one to go. The lead is now a 4-point Flyer cushion. Up and in. 5:45 left to play. Sanford penetrates. Price leaves it short. Oliver runs down the rebound, and we've got a player injured down low. Appears to be okay now, but they're looking at Earl Brown, who went down hard there a minute ago.
Well, with that rebound, Devin Oliver now secured a double-double, 14 points and 10 rebounds on the game thus far. Looks like Dayton's going to come down to the wire again. 5.5 minutes to go, but the red flash again, they just will not go away.
52-49. Sanford up high with it. V penetrates, hangs, and can't score, but a foul called.
Well, that's been the story tonight. They've been able to get to the rim. They've missed a lot of close-range shots, but fortunately, V. Sanford picks up the foul, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots.
This is the second of 4 ventures into the Atlantic 10 for St. Francis. They opened at home against Fordham. No, check that, at Fordham, and lost by 20. They play Dayton. Then they play George Mason, a newcomer to the Atlantic 10. They also play Duquesne.
And when you look at this team, Mike, this is their 3rd game in 6 days. So I've been quite impressed with them, their depth and their ability tonight to stay in the game, making wise decisions. Fatigue has not kicked in.
Down the lane, nice drive that time by Greg Brown. Brown keeping it close again, 54-51.
Again, no signs of fatigue by the Red Flash, making great decisions getting the ball to the rim.
Sanford again, the floater. And the offensive rebound was in Devin Scott's hand, but here come the Red Flash the other way. No basket, but a foul called. It's going to send Malik Harmon to the free throw line with a chance to cut it closer.
Kyrie Price not able to get in position to take a charge. Give credit to Harmon to avoid the steal from behind by B. Sanford, then able to get the shot up and not draw the charge.
Free throw up and off the back iron. Here comes Jordan Seibert back in. We were talking about Seibert a little bit ago. He's finally going to come in here with 4:40 left to play. One more free throw coming. 1 out of 2 for Malik Harmon. And he is in double figures now with his 10th point. Flyers lead is 2, 54-52. Coming up on 4 minutes to play. Kyrie Price working right side, gives it off to Seibert. Back to Price, now the lob inside, too deep, and out of bounds. It'll be Dayton ball with 9 seconds left on the shot clock. So the shot clock does not change because possession did not change. And Archie Miller wants a timeout just to make sure his guys know that there's 9 seconds left on that clock.
9 seconds, and of course he wants to be very deliberate here. With only 9 seconds remaining, looking to get the ball down on the post again on that right block.
Interesting, because sometimes when you get 9 seconds left, coach is right there and he's going, okay guys, look, 9 seconds left.
Right.
It's one thing to say it there, it's another thing to stop them.
Yeah.
And say, okay, here's what we're going to do with that 9 seconds.
Yeah, call the timeout to set up a play to make a concerted effort to get the ball where you want it on the court. Again, 9 seconds, plenty of time here. But I sure, of course, with the timeout, lets you know Archie Miller, there's a specific place on the court he wants to get the ball. And Dayton did look a little out of sync, just moving the ball around the perimeter and making bad entry passes.
Flyers get it in. Kyrie Price, 7 seconds and counting. Price trying to make something happen. Fadeaway jumper short. Rebound battled for, and they get Devin Scott.
I think they're going to.
No.
I think maybe Deshaun Pierre over the back.
Pierre over the back.
Flyer fouls on number 21, Deshaun Pierre, his second.
That's 2 on Deshaun, and it's free throws coming back the other way.
Well, that shot that Price took was a tough shot. Probably not the shot that Archie Miller was looking for, a fadeaway jump shot by your point guard, but that's a shot he's capable of making, but probably not exactly how they drew it up in the timeout.
Free throw rolls around and down. Ollie Jackson has scored 10. He's 4 out of 5 from the line here in the second half. We're looking for the tie. It rolls around and down again. We are even at 54 with 4 minutes and 2 seconds left to play. Crowd getting a little anxious right now. Pierre Up high. Backing his way in the corner. Seibert for three. Rolls around and in.
Dayton finally able to get one of those shots to go. All night they've come up either a little short, a little left, little to the left, little to the right, but Jordan Seibert able to get the bounce on the three.
Flyers need a defensive stop now. Ronnie Drennan's back in the game for St. Francis. He sets the screen. Long three, airballed, easy rebound. Putback is no good. It goes out of bounds. There's timeout on the floor. 3:20 left to play. Dayton 57, St. Francis 54. We'll be right back. Three minutes and 20 seconds left to play from the UD Arena, and St. Francis hasn't gone away yet, Derek. I don't think they're going to.
No, they've been very competitive throughout the entire game, and they're making key shots that obviously keep moments, and Dayton has done a better job here in the second half to take care of the basketball. Only 5 turnovers as opposed to 10 turnovers in the first half, but they've missed some close range shots, and conversely, St. Francis has made some big shots. 7 for 17 on the game from three-point line. St. Francis, that is, shooting 41%, and that's what's kept them in the game thus far.
St. Francis calls a timeout before the inbounds pass. Those of you wondering, we've lost one of our cameras, so you're not going to see any high shots for a little bit. We've got an issue with our camera, so all the stuff is going to be down low here for a little while. 57-54. Flyers with a 3-point lead with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. Oh, we got that camera back now, so there it is. We do have it. All right.
Well, obviously, big defensive possession here for Dayton. Up 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Have to get a stop here. Go down on the other end and get some good offense.
They get the ball inbounds to Earl Brown. Brown sets it over to Malik Harmon. That's Ronnie Drennan with the ball. Back over to Harmon. 20 seconds left on the shot clock for the Red Flash. Harmon penetrates, kicks it outside. Now 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Under 3 in the game. Greg Brown penetrates. May have gotten away with an extra step there, but he missed the shot anyway.
Well, terrific defense for the Flyers. 2 consecutive stops.
Seibert gets too far under the basket, but he gets the foul.
Well, nice move by Cyber, Mike, and here's why. He made the three-point shot a couple possessions ago, so that forced the defender to come out to him to guard the three, and he used the dribble to bounce to get by his defender. Came up on the other end to protect the ball from getting blocked and picked up the foul.
Jordan Seibert has scored 9 tonight. Early on, he's averaging 10 a game. So he's got a chance to get that average with 2:38 left to play, and the Flyers up by 4. Up and in. 5-point Flyer lead.
Flyers have had 2 straight stops here on the defensive side. Let's see if they can make it a third. That's how you get separation. Play defense, secure the rebound.
Stolen away. Oliver to Seibert. Seibert has it stripped and a foul. Dominique Major hurried back and spoiled what could have been a little fun for Jordan Seibert. He'll go back to the free throw line.
And Jordan Seibert can really get up in the air, too. That would have been pretty exciting. But, again, Mike, think about it. Dayton, 3 consecutive stops. Doing a better job on the defensive end, defending, rebounding, and steals, and that's converting into points here on the other end.
Up and in for Seibert. Seibert scored 11. Off the bench is V. Sanford. Sanford comes in, replacing Devin Scott. So the Flyers going a little small now.
Yeah, a little small ball.
Checks into the game for St. Francis.
The St. Francis are running a lot of ball screens with their guards on the offensive side. So Dayton's going to put in a smaller team. Now what you have to be conscious of here if you're Dayton is when a shot goes up, you need all 5 players going to the glass for the rebound because you have a smaller lineup on the court right now.
Stolen away, loose on the floor, stolen by the Flyers, but the Red Flash get it back and throw it away 2 rows deep behind the bench. The Flyers get the turnover, and Dayton comes back the other way.
Well, 4 possessions in a row, Dayton's come up with a turnover or just a defensive stop. Again, playing better defense and then converting that defense into offense.
1:52 left to play and counting. The Flyers appear to be able to get out of here with a win, but it's not been as easy as some might have expected. Seibert gives it off to Price. Dayton playing a pretty small unit right now, although they've got Oliver and Scott in. Devin down low. Nice dump pass, and Deshaun Pierre finishes.
That's good basketball. Sharing the rock, creating opportunities for your teammate, and then giving up a good look for a great look.
Harmon can't get it down, goes out of bounds. Dayton will keep it. 1:17 left to play.
Substitution, Greg Brown checks in for Ronnie Drennan.
Ronnie Drennan takes a seat.
Timeout, Flyers.
Timeout on the court. The Flyers need a 30-second timeout. 63-54, Dayton by 9, which equals their largest lead of the night.
When you look at the numbers, Mike, right now you're getting some good play from a number of different Flyers, at least on the offensive side of the ball. Devin Oliver and Deshaun Pierre both with 14 points and 10 rebounds, double-double for both of them. And then Seibert coming off the bench with 12 points. It made the big 3 down the stretch to give Dayton that separation they needed.
Both teams break the huddles. It will be Dayton basketball with 1:17 left to play. Flyers will come the length of the court with Devin Oliver triggering the throw in. And he throws it away. No, Price runs it down, whistle, a foul called. They're going to call the foul on St. Francis. Greg Brown can't believe it. And he just fouled out. No, that's 4. Brown has just picked up his 4th personal foul. Ronnie Drennan getting ready to check in for the Red Flash.
Kyrie Price at the line, shooting 2.
Carey Price at the free throw line. He scored 11. Had 17 in the opener. So offense that we didn't see last year is showing up for Price.
And when he came on campus
Ronnie Drennan checks back
early in the season or back in September, he said he wanted to be more active on offense, more aggressive on offense, spent a lot of time shooting the basketball from the perimeter over the summer, and this thus far has paid dividends for him.
12 points. Outside jumper thrown up and no good. And a foul called. 64-54, the Flyers up by 10. Ronnie Drennan's just picked up his 5th personal foul, and the Jamestown native is done for the night, but not a bad night for Ronnie Drennan. He scored 10 points coming back home to play in front of the hometown crowd, and for the visitors, he did quite a job.
Yeah, he really did. Came off the bench and provided a lot of activity and effort and points. I mean, 10 points and 5 rebounds tonight. Not a bad game from him. Shot actually 2 for 2 from 3-point range and 4 for 4 from 2-point range. So not a bad outing for Drennan.
Free throws coming for Devin Oliver.
Devin Oliver at the line for the Flyers, shooting 2.
Oliver scored 14, 12 of those in the first half.
A double-double on the night, 14 points and 11 rebounds. Make that 15 points.
Devin averages 7 and 8. 7 points, 8 rebounds. He's above both of those tonight. 16 points. And that's a team high for the Flyers tonight. Under a minute to play. No suspense left except what the final number will be. A nice drive by Ollie Jackson. St. Francis wants a timeout. Down by 10. And Rob Kreml is using this as a teaching tool.
Yeah, good teaching moment, and as they move into their next game. And for Dayton, they have to get a little bit of separation and 10-point lead here down the stretch. Dayton again will need to continue to work on their defense and stopping, in particular, stopping dribble penetration from the perimeter. And then on offense, getting better ball movement and creating shots for other teammates. That's what we saw last year with Kevin Dillard. Now without really a true playmaker, that's the area that Dayton needs to spend more time on in practice.
Really seemed to be tough to get into the offensive flow for the Flyers.
Yeah, their motion offense, they're passing the ball around the perimeter, whereas last year we saw a lot of ball screens involving Kevin Dillard, because when you were guarding Kevin Dillard, you had to guard him, most times double team him, and that left some open shots for the Flyers. This year, more of a motion offense, and I'm sure as the season progresses, we'll see a little bit more pick and roll play from the Flyers.
Inbounds pass comes into Carey Price with 48 seconds and counting. A foul in the backcourt on Malik Harmon.
That's on number 2, Malik Harmon, his second.
Sending Price back to the free throw line for a couple more. So this game seeing a lot of fouls at the end, but they're not for the rule changes. Therefore, St. Francis trying to catch up.
Yeah, these are legitimate fouls. St. Francis trying to stop the clock and get the possession of the ball back.
Price gets them both. Curry scored 14. It's 68-56, 12-point Dayton lead, 43 seconds and counting. Harmon gives it up to Ollie Jackson. Wild three tried, give it up to Kyle Davis, and Davis finishes.
And nice play by Davis. He created the steal. Seibert able to get it up ahead to him for the lay-in.
Malik Harmon, a wild three, 18 seconds left, and St. Francis just going to let the Flyers walk it up the court. Dayton's going to hold on to it and go to a 70-56 win, their second win of the season, as St. Francis will fall to 1-2. There's your ball game. Dayton comes out on top, 70-56. 16 points from Devin Oliver, 14 each from Pierre and Price, and 12 from Jordan Seibert. Pretty balanced attack for the Flyers.
It sure was. I mean, sharing the basketball tonight, Dayton was finally able to get into a little bit of a flow down the stretch, but sharing the basketball, finding the open man, and you see Dayton has a lot more offensive options this year than they did last.
Coaches like to say you want to see improvement between game 1 and game 2. The margin of victory was more, but I'm not sure there was much improvement to the naked eye there.
Yeah, I'm sure Archie Miller won't be pleased. While there was some improvement, I'm sure he won't be pleased, and they'll go back to the drawing board. Again, on the defensive side of the court, I think the offense will come because you have offensive options and they can score the basketball. Where Dayton needs to improve is their perimeter defense, preventing guards from getting into the teeth of the defense and creating opportunities for their bigs. And they also have to get a little bit better at post defense, but that'll come with maturation and these players learning to work as a string on defense. They'll be able to get some more stops down the stretch.
All right, there you have it. The Flyers win it 70-56. For Derek Dukes, I'm Mike Hartsock. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.